Hello and welcome to the 14th IGCSE Maths tutorial. And today we are going to be getting into our continuing mensuration work we're working on. So today we're going to be doing something with some volume. V-O-L-U-M-E. Everyone knows what volume is. Well, I'm assuming you know what volume is. Like you might have been measuring jug and it might have marks on it. Like, and this might be 300 ml. This might be 200 ml. The unit for volume is the litre, or meters cubed, decimeters cubed, litres, or cubed units. But I don't specify what units you're given. So let's start. Now, the formula for a prism. Alright. Okay, this is the formula for, say, a prism. This is what we call the height, and we have to find, first step to find is the area of this part. This part here, which I'm going to redo in blue, is the cross section. Then what you do is you just multiply the cross section by the height, and it equals V. Now this is for all regular prisms, including squares, rectangles, trapezium pyramids, trigonal pyramids, even star pyramids, pentagonal pyramids, and also cylinders. Okay, so the prisms are all pretty easy. The cylinder is just the same thing, but they expect you to know the formula for some reason. I don't know why. It says pi r squared L, or pi r squared H. And if you say, for example, if it's a one like this, like a half circle, then you just put a half, and if it's a quarter, you can put a quarter up there. These are the easiest ones. The next ones are a bit harder. Pyramids. Like pyramids of Giza. Square pyramids, triangle pyramids, even a cone, which is also a pyramid. It's just 1/3 A of the base, A of base, which might be this area. The A of the base times the height. The height is measured like this or this. Not this height, not this length. Color's not working today. Not this length. That is not the height. The final formula, cone formula, you can guess it. It's 1/3 pi r squared H. And finally, for the sphere formula, now this is actually quite a funny one because it's if you integrate it, you get the surface area of it, but that's not things you need to really worry about. And the surface area for sphere is 4/3 pi r cubed. Okay, you can do some more research for why it's 4/3, but you'll go into integration because the formula for surface area as well. We'll cover that later. So let's do question. So we've got a cone. We've got a cone here, and below we've got a sphere. Now the radius is 4 centimeters. And the height of the object here is 10 centimeters. The radius is 4 centimeters. Now my diagram is not very good. I will start better. This total length from here to here is 10 cm. We also know that the radius is 4. That also tells us this is 4. So we know the height of the cone is. This area is going to be 6. Okay, so let's first find the area of the sphere. It says 4/3, 4/3 pi r cubed. On the calculator, if we substitute 4 into that, it's 4/3 times pi. There is a pi button on my calculator. It's shift times 10x times the radius, which is 4 to the power of 3. That comes out to approximately 268. For this cone, we need to use another formula. We'll do this on we have to use another formula, which is 1/3 pi r squared h. We know that the radius is still going to be 4. And we know the height is going to be 6. So on my calculator, this is equal to 1/3 times pi button times radius squared. Radius is 4 squared times a height, which is 6. Okay. That comes out to 100.5. 0.5 or 100.1. Approximately. So then we just add these up. We can do 268. 8 plus 101. This is equal to 369 centimeters cubed. Because our units were all in centimeters to begin with. Now, the volume is not that really hard. So let's actually move on to surface area. Now, for prisms and stuff, it's really easy. We don't really have a formula. It's just so easy. You can just, it's just common sense. But these are the ones you need to know about. Cylinder, cone, and sphere. Okay, so cone, okay, cylinder is 2 pi rh. 2 pi rh. 2 pi rh. Cone is pi rl. Where L is the slant height, you know, like on this, you got this, and you got this. This is L. Okay? Not the height. Don't get these mixed up. And then you have for sphere 4 pi r squared. This is 2. Okay? So, yes. You also need to know how to figure out the slant height for a cone. If you're given this height, is for example, is 3, and this height is 4, radius. To find this, you just use Pythagoras' theorem. 3 squared plus 4 squared equals 5. What's something? C squared. C squared is equal to 25. C equals 5. And then we have the slant height that we can use to figure out stuff. So, so let's just get a good question here before we finish this chapter up. Okay, a solid wooden cylinder of height 8 centimeters, h equals 8, height equals 8, and radius equals 3, is to be cut along the vertical axis of symmetry. Calculate the surface area of the two pieces. Oops, that wasn't what I wanted. So we know that a radius, we need to know these some things. We need to know the radius is 4. And so radius is 3. H equals 8. So first we can draw a diagram to help us. So it's to be cut in half like this. And sort of like semicircular, And then we've got another one, it's like this, it's like this, and it's got like this. Okay? So the first step was we just find... I'm really not good. So let's do a... So this is the one side of the thing, where this is the radius and this is the height. We've got to do 2 of these, plus the SA of the cylinder. Because we've made 2 new faces. Plus the SA of the cylinder. So first let's find the 2 times this. Now the height times the radius is just 8 times 3. 8 times 3 times 2 comes to 48. 48. So it's going to be 48 plus the surface area of the cylinder. Surface area of the cylinder is 2 pi RH. Plus, and we can just put this in 2 pi, and then R is 3. R is 3. Put in brackets. 3. And radius is, and height is 8. On a calculator, this entire sum equals 48 plus 2 pi 3 8 equals approximately 199. Sorry. It's approximately 199 centimeters cubed. Centimeters squared, sorry, we're doing surface area. So, thank you for watching. If you've got any questions, don't forget to leave them in the comment section. And I'll see you next time. Now, you can do revision exercise 3A by now, and also examination exercise 3B, and then we'll see you in the next tutorial for trigonometry. But for now, I guess I'll see you next time. Stop button.